Okay, so I will share this note with everybody. This gives you some links to some of the things that we talked about on the things that Evernote can do. Now, there is a free versus a premium option. The premium is only $45 a year. Totally worth the investment, in my opinion. You can download more information. You can save larger photos into your notes, that sort of thing. Another thing that if you decide to use Evernote regularly is the web clipper. This is awesome. If you are reading something online and you would like to save it for a later date, you can actually clip it directly from the web. I'll give you an example of that. Like this, how to save your email into Evernote. I need to shrink my screen a little. So let's say I wanted to save this. I've already downloaded the web clipper. So I will go into, I just sign in. Sorry about that. I don't know why it logged me out. But anyway, there's a web clipper right here where you have to sign, once you sign into your Evernote account, and then it will clip your entire screen, and you can decide if you want any of the ads to show up or not, and you can also designate which notebook you would like to save it into. I actually have one in my Evernote labeled articles to save that for later. Sometimes I can't read it fully at the time. That way, if the link ever goes away, you will always have that article saved. Okay? So I will share this with everybody, so you guys will see how that works. Now this is going to show up a little differently than some of you may see because I have an Apple. If you have an Apple, the way that it's set up here is basically what it will look like on your phone or your iPad as well.
The premium will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will share all of these with everybody who has sent me a work chat, so you guys can copy and paste these at a later date. So this is a showing template. I use this for every single time I'm showing. So what I do is I have my MLS sheets with all the realtor information. I keep that attached here. Then I have my addresses. I'll write that in, what time, confirmation, the realtor name, their phone number, and any notes. This could include, please leave a card, Supra, whatever the lockbox code is. Maybe there's something in the MLS remarks that are important that you want to discuss with your buyer while you're in the property. And once you have all this completed, you can sync it. It'll be on your phone or your iPad as well if you do it on your computer. And then
in Evernote.
In Evernote.
Yeah, where is this?
I'm going to send you guys a template.
Oh, okay. Are we supposed to send you an email?
You'll send me a work chat.
A work chat?
Yes.
Okay.
See how I've got work chats right here? Everybody's going to send me stuff?
Oh, so what's your email address?
It's right there. All right.
So go to work chat and just send you an email.
Yep. You put my email address in and it will automatically notify me.
When you go get the template for the copy sheets, I want to.
I'm going to send everybody the templates. Yep, I will share those with you. Okay?
Danielle, I'm going to be really, really good because I just signed this up. How do we get to a working chat when we have the basic we just signed up?
Your work chat should be at the bottom over here. On the left.
She's stuck in the notebook, in her notebook, and that is not showing up. It's not showing up in mine.
Okay. All right. Well,
Basic homepage is showing
if
up.
you can't, JJ, are you in the web browser? That's probably why. You can. I'll have your email. I can go ahead. If you're in the web browser, it's going to function differently
Yeah, okay.
than if you have. If anybody hasn't sent me a work chat, make sure to just send me an email. I will make sure you get copies of all these things. Okay. So I've got all these.
We cannot get your program in now on our laptop.
No, I have to share it with you.
Because I see notes, chats, and all that already.
Right.
I'm not getting it.
Okay. So, like I said, if you can't send me a work chat, just send me an email. I will make sure to send you guys everything through Evernote so you have copies of that. Now, with your templates, my recommendation is leave your template as a template and then copy and paste it into a new note. That way you don't have to go in and erase information. All right. So here's some examples of notebook stacks. This is where I have several different notebooks stacked within each thing. Like here's a builder stack, I've got builder information in here. I've created all these things, tells me how many notes are in here. Now, let's say I was gonna share this with somebody, I would click here. You can type their name or their email in. You can also edit the permissions and add a message. This goes for any note within Evernote. So if you have an assistant or you want to share something with your broker who uses Evernote, this is a great way to share some information. So we're going to start a new notebook. Okay? Everybody name your notebook something that makes sense for you. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to just name mine test. Okay? It automatically alphabetizes everything for you. So in my test notebook, I have no notes currently. I'm going to add a new note. I add that. You can title it. Okay.
I can't find mine in here.
I'm sorry?
I can't find them. There, notes and everything, new notes. Sorry.
Did you click, what, it won't let you click yours?
Yeah, I click new note, I'm sitting here, new note, oh, there's type, I'm sorry. Oh, you correct, and all that, yeah.
So I created this new notebook called Task, but how do you make a note in it?
If you open it up, right here, new note. Okay.
What are we calling this new note?
Whatever you want.
I called mine first lesson.
Then you just, hit task and then I've got on there, I call it task.
Okay.
And then I learn Evernote.
Okay, sure, absolutely. You can put whatever you'd like in here. Like if you want to put a picture,
Yeah,
let's say we're gonna go to a picture. Click
yeah, I
here.
see it, I see how to do it. But when I'm done, how do I get out of it, say done?
It saves automatically, you don't have to be done. So if you go back, if you click on your notebooks, where it says notebooks on the left,
Gotcha, yeah, okay. I see
it'll automatically save it for you.
Gotcha, I see it.
Okay?
How do you add a picture?
This little paper clip right here. You can picture it. Let's see. What do I have going on? Let's see, we'll do screenshots. It's my only photo. That's how you add a picture. A little paper clip icon right here. Now you can also do checklists in here. You can add check boxes, you can add numbered lists, you can add bullet points. Okay. Check boxes, so if you want to create a template for yourself that has check boxes, let's say you have a task list you'd like to create for yourself for new listings or buyer or whatever once you're in contract. You can add checkboxes, put your text next to it. Okay, so let's say you want to do something like that, and then you can check them off as you go. Very, very flexible. Let me go in and show you how I can copy and paste a template.
This is an upgraded version, eh?
Hey?
You're gonna send us this, so that's all.
Yes, I will send you all the templates.
She said earlier. The free version.
So let's say you have a template, you've gone into the template note, you've copied it, and now you come in and you paste it. So this way you can continue to reuse the same templates, and you can change these. Whatever I end up sending you, you can modify these to make sense for the way you run your business. So for new buyers, I have what's called a buyer template. It has the buyer's names, their phones, their emails, what kind of buyer are they? Are they relocating? Are they a specific type of financing? Are they cash? What's the dollar amount they're looking for? Do we have an executed contract? The date of their inspection, and who their lender is if they're getting financing. Lots of things that you can put in here. Again, if you don't like all these things, you can not use any of them. Now, let's say you want to add a tape to the table. What you'll do is you'll right-click inside the table, and you can go to tables, and it will ask if you want to insert any columns or rows, kind of like an Excel sheet. And a lot of information I'm going to send you guys in your work chat will have how to do step-by-step instructions on how to do these things once you're in there. So that's the basics of how a note works. Not too complicated. Now with your notebooks, if you would like to create a notebook stack, I'll show you how to do that. So we have our test. I'm going to do another notebook, and it's going to be test 1. Oops. And then what you will do is you will take this and drag it here. Now we have 2 notebooks under one heading. And usually you want to rename it. You can right-click on anything you can either sort by notebook owner, you can obviously delete them or rename them.
So an old Windows user could call that a file, a folder, instead of a stack, right?
You can name it whatever you want.
I mean, that's how I'm looking at it, as is working.
It's flexible, it's whatever makes sense for
Like a
you.
little folder, and they call it a stack.
So it's a notebook in a notebook.
It's a notebook stack.
Folders. Folders.
Correct.
Folders and videos.
So you can name these whatever you want. Like, I've got mine with my sellers. I've got rental properties. I have buyers. So it's whatever makes sense for you, because if you're going to have notebooks for, let's say you blog. Let's say you want to have, and you have a WordPress site. Let's say you want to keep a notebook for your WordPress stuff. So if you find some good tidbits on that, you want to save notes on your WordPress, you have a WordPress notebook. But you might put all of that under blog stack, if that makes sense. So it's just really, it's flexible to whatever makes sense for you. And most of these, if you go to trash, you can still find your notes in trash. So if you accidentally delete something, you can typically find it in there, unless you empty your trash out. Now, if you want to share an entire notebook with somebody, it's the same concept as sharing a note. You would just go here, and you would share the notebook. And you can edit those permissions.
If the other person doesn't have Evernote, can they still open it?
Yes.
And where did you go to share this thing? Where's the
See,
share button?
when you hover, see this little box right here?
Take it away so she can see what you're talking about. Those don't hoover.
It's a little plus. No, that can't
This is a work chat, okay? If you don't have somebody that has Evernote, you would put their email in, and it will send them an email saying, Danielle has shared a note with you. They can still open it regardless of whether or not they have Evernote. Your little gearbox is where you can change your name again if you'd like. You can also right-click, and these are your other options. And you can also export notes. So let's say you close the file and you no longer want to keep it in your Evernote. You can export all of your notes into one. You can label it and decide where you'd like it to go. And this is the format. I keep mine in an Evernote format, just because that way it retains all of the information that I have in there. It doesn't automatically just condense it into an HTML. So for me, it's important because I save a lot of email in here. Okay.
Are those the only 2 formats you have to save it to, is the
Yes.
proprietary one or HTML?
Or HTML. Those are the only 2 options, unfortunately. If I could get it into a PDF, I would.
Well, once you sent it to us, just like about, it's going to explain more.
I'm sorry?
I said, once you sent it to us,
A lot of this will give you the step-by-step instructions, yes. Yes, ma'am.
Can you print?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
file,
I mean, if you open it up as as an Evernote, you can print it that way. You got some word it, or you can print anything that's already in your notebook.
Just go up to file, and you'll see down your
Oh, let's
print
see.
page set up and all that.
Let's go to my templates.
I know how to do that. She's,
Print note,
okay. But you have to open the note to print it.
correct.
Okay.
Could you print it to a PDF and save it back in the stack and in theory save out anything you wanted to archive in a PDF?
Sure, and I actually keep a lot of PDFs. Let me go into one of my notebooks right now and show you. Okay, so this is an example of an email that I saved, okay? I've been emailing back and forth with this other agent on a contract. I save everything. I never know when I'm going to need it. This way it's out of my inbox and it's in the notebook that goes to that person. So everybody, like I was saying, has an Evernote email. I don't know why I did that. So everybody has an Evernote email. I have mine saved as a contact because I save things. I'll send it from my phone or my iPad or from my laptop. You can literally take anything and forward it in. So, and you can go ahead and either put the person's name, the notebook name, in your email. I'll show you guys how to do that. Or you can move it once it's already into your Evernote. So, go in my emails. All right. I'll show you guys how to use your Evernote email. So here's my Evernote email. Don't share that with anybody, by the way. You don't want people to have that.
What if it's your regular email?
No,
It
you
won't
have
go in
the
your
individual one from within Evernote. It is sent to
I'll show you guys how to get your Evernote email. Okay, so I'm going to say test. So this is going to go into just my Evernote account. Send it. Sync it. Okay, there it is.
But you just think it's what you did. right?
Yeah. So this is, and if you want to change which notebook it goes into, you would just come up here and you can type it in. Now, if I want to put it in a specific notebook when I email, here's like, I'll forward this back so you guys can see that. Okay, so this is going to go into my notebook called Patio Villas. And whatever notebook you want it to be, you have to put the @ sign and then the name of your notebook.
In the subject line?
In the subject line.
So in the subject line, it's like a program field.
Yes. And it has to match your notebook name. So if you don't have a notebook with that name, it won't go into that
Is it
notebook.
case sensitive?
No. Thank goodness, because I'd be in trouble. Okay, send that. Okay, syncing again.
How long did it take you to figure out all the ins and outs of this program? How many years you've been using it?
How many years have I been using it? Oh, about 5 or 6, but it took me probably about 2 months to really get the hang of it.
And I assume there's some YouTube videos on it.
There's actually a book by an agent. Have any of you heard of Dean Ouellette? He's an agent out in Arizona.
Google X.
Dean Ouellette.
Oh.
He's an agent out in Arizona. He actually created an Evernote book a few years ago. I bought it. I will share that with all of you guys in your work chat. He's a very heavy Evernote user as well. He has some really good tips and tricks in there on how you can modify this to work for your business. Still syncing. My note should show up in a minute, but I just forwarded it in. So who has questions about any of this? I know you just had your hand up. What were you gonna ask? I mean, Ray, you had your hand up? You have it? Were you stretching?
No.
Okay. I'm happy to come around and show you guys how to do a couple things, so if you have any questions, would like me to come and show you. I knew you were gonna be there.
No, you don't need to come here. This is a general question. You're saying that there's some sort of specific email address. Mine shows my normal email address. And I've sent you a chat thing, a chat note via email. See? But I don't know if it went.
It did, it's all up there.
So my email address is not my normal email address.
Correct. It's not about your, it's not your normal address. You see, this is your email.
And then why do you say don't give that to anybody?
You don't want people to be able to send anything to you.
Oh, you don't.
Private, you want to
So
send.
what do I use my email address for? To send my stuff and stuff?
Yeah, so in your notes, in
Oh,
your notebooks.
okay.
So let's say with your Evernote email, you get a contract from another agent and you want to make sure you save it. So you can forward that email into that buyer's notebook.
Instead of copying it into the file on your computer where you.
Correct.
keep it.
That way you have access to it wherever you're at. So if you, let's say you have it only on your computer. If you have forwarded it into your Evernote, you will have it on your phone, wherever you are. You will have it on your iPad. Wherever you have Evernote installed, you'll have access to those things,
Yeah.
no matter what. It helps you become mobile and truly paperless. Think of this as kind of an online folder, filing cabinet, for all those photos, all those documents that you use in the course of the transaction. You can keep your consultation notes with after you've talked to a buyer or a seller. You can, when you're at a new listing presentation, you can go around and take photos of their house and write your notes down while you're talking to them. What's your payoff? What's your time frame? That sort of thing. So that way when you leave, you can still reference everything and not have to worry about it.
So this has a voice command with a little microphone?
Yes. Yes,
So
it
you
does.
just click it and.
Yep. Yes, ma'am?
Are these been stored in the iCloud or are they stored?
Yes.
They are in the
Yes. Good question.
So to find my email address, you went to account info.
Yes. So if you go under account info, your Evernote email will be in there. It's going to be a little different on everybody's. Let me see. Where is it on mine?
Mine is under settings on my iPhone.
Perfect.
Finally found that. Me.
Good.
You've got to go skip past to where they want you to upgrade though before you can find it.
And I have premium, so mine does a little bit different.
So sync your laptop to your phone, you gotta have both of them on at the same time.
No, it'll actually automatically sync as soon as you open it up on a device.
Any device.
Any device that you have Evernote, yes. Because it is in the cloud.
Yeah, it's one of the things.
Perfect.
So you use this then in your filing cabinet,
Yes. I have
And your
one filing
PDA?
cabinet in my office.
in your PDA,
My PDA.
personal digital assistant PDA?
Oh, like my
Too
phone?
young.
Under tablet.
I have it on my iPhone and I have it on my iPad as well.
Gotta speak the language.
She's too young for saying that.
There we
Okay,
go.
So where's the best place to go for tutorials on this?
I'm gonna send you some links to some things that'll help.
Just gotta use
Whoops. I have no idea. Okay, so this, it is plugged in. That's weird.
Yes, plug in.
Yes, I don't know what's going on with that. So that note that I had forwarded in, this is a fax. I had forwarded it into my patio villas folder. And you can always search a PDF. So if you've attached a PDF and you have a premium account, you can go up here to your search bar and you can literally search for a keyword, okay? So let's say I want to put water test in here. It's going to pull 230 notes that I have that mention water test. So if you forget something, you know, you had some information, but you remember maybe a sentence or something, you can type it in your search bar. It will even search your PDFs for you, for those keywords.
You said $45 for the premium.
$45 a year.
It's wrong.
A year. It's totally worth $45 a year. So if you work on a team or you have an assistant, you can share notebooks with each other. So that way, you know, if somebody's more in the office and they do a lot of the admin side, you guys can all be on the same page. If somebody's out in the field, they need to update something. Okay. I have a lot of chats I have to respond to today. So I will, I'll get everybody sent everything over. If you have any questions, you guys can always send me a message in Evernote and I'd be happy to help you out.
I
Yes, sir.
saw on, I don't know if you're getting to it, so if it is, just tell me to shut up. I saw in there that, hey, later on you can copy your receipt for your.
You can
rent.
take your pictures
Yeah.
of your receipts and put them in a notebook. And then you can share that notebook with your CPA.
They also, it's cannibal, right?
I'm sorry?
Evernote has another program, it's called Cannibal. that you can-
Cannibal?
It's Cannibal.
Oh, scannable, yes. Yeah, I was like, oh, cannibal. I don't know if I want that one. Scannable, yes. Yes.
You could just scan there.
Yes, you can use that as a scanner with your phone. It'll turn things into a PDF for you.
So whatever you're doing here is also on here.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, you can put it in one place and it'll be everywhere you have Evernote or Connect.
I figured that one out.
All right, well, I apologize for all the technical difficulties we had this morning. Like I said, I'm more than happy to help you guys at any point if you need anything with Evernote. I'm a big, big fan, and I hope you guys enjoy using it as much as I do.